Right, let's start recording. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Start with Salam. Today's lesson with Common Core, Tronc Commun, will be Unit 7, Our Hobbies, Writing. Writing a personal letter or writing a reply letter. Okay, fortunately I'm doing my lesson alone today or tonight. So, there won't be much interaction. What I want you to do is, while watching the video, try to follow it and answer the questions. I will, of course, as always, give enough time for you to answer the questions. Let's start. So, here we have a picture. We have a picture. What I want you to do is to tell me, what do you see in this picture? What do you see in this picture? Or let me write it for you at the same time. Here. What do you see in this picture? What do you see in this picture? Yes. Right. What do you see in this picture? You see a kid. Yes, very good. We have a kid. What else? A man. Excellent. A man. What else? What is this one? What do we call it? This colorful rainbow thing. It is a kite. Repeat after me and look at how I pronounce it, please. A kite. I. Our tongue goes down. I. A kite. A kite. All right. Can you try and give me a sentence of what's happening in this picture? All right. Very good. This kid is flying a kite. A kid is flying a kite. Flying a kite can be a pastime activity, it can be a leisure activity, it can be a hobby. It can be a hobby, right? Now what I want you to do, please, is to open your textbooks, Outlook, page 88. Page 88. So you can read from your textbooks and not hurt your eyes. I know you've been using your phones a lot this past couple of weeks. Just try to reduce the amount of time you use your phones, please. Alright, let's continue. Page 88 in Outlook. This is how it looks, of course. We have a text, a letter from Alison. We have a letter from Alison. And we have three labels. Different uses of the game. Label 2, introducing the hobby. And another label 3, which is feelings about the hobby. And we also have three parts. We have part 1, part 2, and we have part 3. We have three small paragraphs in this text or in this letter. What I want you to do, please, is to read the whole letter and try to match each part with the corresponding label. Each part with its corresponding label. All right? I will give you 2 minutes to do it. Take your time, read the text, and match. Okay? What I want you to do now is to pause the video. Please pause the video so you can read on your textbooks or even from the picture I have here for you. And only click on play after you finish doing the exercise so we can correct it, right? All right, now we will correct. So the first part, what is the label that corresponds or matches the first part? Hmm? Yes, very good. Introducing the hobby. Introducing the hobby. Alison is introducing the hobby. Introducing his favorite hobby, which is, what is Alison's hobby? Hmm? It is what? He plays with kites. He plays with kites. All right. Now part two. What is the corresponding label for part two? Very good. Different uses of the game. Different uses of the game. Now, some people use them to chase the wind, others use them to send messages and even to pull boats. So they are not just for playing, they can be useful. And the last part, of course, it is feelings about the hobby. Feelings about the hobby. For example, here we have, I love kite flying because it is relaxing. This is a feeling. And he gives reason. Why does he love his hobby? It is similar to the paragraph I asked you to write during the reading lesson about your favorite hobby and why you read it. Do you consider it as your favorite hobby? Now we'll do another exercise. We have here a reply letter. We have a reply letter, or we can say an answer to Alison's questions. Okay, what I want you to do is to rearrange this letter. This is a letter as a reply, a letter written to Alison as a reply to his letter and to the questions Alison asked. What I want you to do is to rearrange, write a letter in answer to Alison's questions through rearranging the following parts. Okay, this is very similar to another exercise we did for writing in Unit 3. Okay, again, what I want you to do is to pause the video. Please pause the video and try to do this exercise. All right, only click play after you finish doing the exercise so we can correct together. All right, we are back now to correcting. We have, of course, the greeting first and the closing and the signature at the end. And we have three paragraphs that we're going to rearrange. All right, let's start correcting. I will read the letter. Here we go. Dear Alison, thanks a lot. I was happy to get your letter. I'm sorry for not writing to you. I was busy with exams. I was surprised to know that you like flying kites. In your letter, you asked me about my favorite hobby. Here again, it is written in American English. Of course, in British English, we'll write it with you. In your letter, you asked me about my favorite hobby. I like to play the guitar. Of course, it makes me so happy. I began to play this musical instrument when I was 9. And now I play very difficult musical compositions. What's more, I was part in many contexts, or I took part many contests. It is very difficult to play the guitar because you must practice. Sorry, there are some mistakes here. I think it's the autocorrection in the PowerPoint. Okay, I will pause the video a little and I will correct the mistakes. Right? As you see, we all make mistakes, especially when it comes to technology, and computers sometimes go crazy. Yeah. All right. I will continue. I will read from the beginning. I'm sorry for this. Dear Alison, thanks a lot. I was happy to get your letter. I'm sorry for not writing to you. I was busy with exams. I was surprised to know that you like flying kites. In your letter, you asked me about my favorite hobby. I like to play the guitar. It makes me so happy. I began to play this musical instrument when I was 9, and now I play very difficult musical compositions. What's more, I took part in many contests. To take part of a contest it means to participate in it. It is very difficult to play the guitar because you must practice. This is the British English way of spelling it. American English we use a C. It is very difficult to play the guitar because you must practice a lot to be successful. As for my dream, I want to become a famous guitarist. And so I must go to musical school, which means right now, right back soon, best wishes, and of course your name and the signature. Now what I want you to do, my dear students, is to write a letter to your friend talking about your favorite hobby, again, your favorite hobby following the model above. So you will basically work on the paragraph that I asked you to write about your favorite hobby that we corrected in the WhatsApp group. You're going to write it in a form of a reply letter, in a form of a personal letter replying to Alison's questions. You will read the letter on page 88, or you can also check the reply letter we wrote answering Alison's questions to try and write a similar letter of your own. I repeat, write a letter to your friend talking about your favorite hobby or your favorite leisure activity, your favorite pastime, following the model above, which means you're going to write it in 3 paragraphs. Okay, you will introduce the hobby. Then let's get back to page 88. You will introduce the hobby first, and then you will talk about that game or hobby of yours, and then your feelings. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? And why do you love it? Why is it your favorite hobby? All right? I hope this lesson was well understood. Please, if you have any questions, you can ask in the WhatsApp group or on the Facebook group. Don't forget to write your letters, please, and send them to me. I love you. Take care. Stay safe. Stay home. And I'm looking forward to seeing you after this confinement ends, inshallah, for this quarantine. Peace out.